Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I want to share with you one of the very important answer for Telangana State Board exam for 8 marks, and most of the people are confusing this answer, but how this answer we are dealing in easy way. I want to share with you that knowledge. Look here. So we are going to discuss about what is the potentiometer. Potentiometer is the one of the device to find out the electric potential across any 2 points in the circuit. And previous voltmeter also it's there. With the help of the voltmeter also we can able to find out the potential. But what is the more advantage of the potentiometer? See, when we are using the potentiometer, no, without drawing any current, we can able to find out the potential, and we can compare the electromotive forces of the cells, and one more is we can able to find out the internal resistance of the cell. See, these many uses, that too without drawing any current we can find out the electromotive force, potential difference in the circuit, and we can find out the internal resistance of the cell. So all these belongs to potentiometer. First of all, how to construct the potentiometer? Look here. Potentiometer is looking like that. Here we are taking 6 meters of manganese wire. See, we are not taking this much 6 meters of long wire. Why? It is occupying more space. That's why we can cut 1 meter manganese wire. Here we can join with the help of the copper strips. These are the copper strips. Then it is acting as a single wire. See, clearly you should observe that this is the heart of this answer. When you know this, easily you can able to derive the expression for the comparison of the cells, one of the long answer, and another part is to find out the internal resistance. So come to our answer. Look here, length of the wire, length of the manganese wire, we should consider capital L. So any conductor, it is what happens, it allows the electricity through that. At the same time, it is opposing that flow of electricity is called the resistance. So what is the resistance of this wire? See, resistance of the wire we are taking capital R. Now what is the application of this one? First, we can able to find out the potential across any 2 points in the circuit. So instead of entire length, we can take a small length. Across this we have to find out the electric potential. Then resistance across L is how much? Total resistance by total length. It gives the each unit resistance. How many units we want? We are multiplying with L units. So don't forget, it's very important point. Now we are discussing the what is the principle of potentiometer. Now you see 2 points are there. One is the A, another one is the B. One is the A, another one is the B. See, in between A and B, we are taking one cell. Of electromotive force is how much? Epsilon, and internal resistance is R. Cell is also providing, he is having some resistance. That name is called the internal resistance. See, resistance of the wire is R. Internal resistance of the battery is small r. And one more resistance we are connecting series to this one. That's why we are calling RS is the series resistance. Small r is the internal resistance. Then capital R is the resistance of the wire. So total resistance is how much? All are in series combination. So total resistance equals to R plus RS. EMF of the cell is how much? Epsilon. When we know the electromotive force and when we know the total resistance, how to find out the current passing through this? The two all are connected in series means current is constant. So I equals to epsilon by resistance. So epsilon by R plus RS. This is the current. But what is the principle of this one? We should find out. The two we said already, we can find out the potential difference across any 2 points in the circuit. So that length we are taking how much? L. See, look here, potential across L is, we know that V equals to IR formula we are using. I into resistance I am taking from the Ohm's law. So V equals to, instead of I, what we are taking? Epsilon by R plus RS. But resistance of this part is, we are using this R by L into L. Now you look here, how can you give the relation between potential and this length? See, these are constants, epsilon current and epsilon by R plus RS, and R is fixed, length is also fixed. So, but small l is not changing here. Why? It's not constant. Whatever the length we want, we can take and we can find out the electric potential. Look here, we can write it, V equals to phi into L, one constant. Then this potential is directly proportional to the length. This is called the principle of potentiometer. While writing this answer, first we should understand this. What is the potentiometer? What is the principle of potentiometer? No need of writing all these steps in this exam. Just you should remember that construction of this potentiometer is, it is used to find out the potential difference, and we can find out the internal resistance, and we can compare the two cells of that one. Then construction is, we are taking 6 meters of manganese wire, we can cut 1 meter, we should join with copper strip, then it is acting like a single wire. Then we can, when we are writing one by one, we know that what is the principle of potentiometer. This is the main point in this answer. See, that potential is directly proportional to the length. So this is the principle of potentiometer. Based on that, there are two applications. One is belongs to compare the EMFs of the cells. So when we are writing this construction and comparison, that is for 8 marks. And one more combination is discuss the construction of the potentiometer, principle of the potentiometer, to find the internal resistance, that is one more combination. So this is the heart of the two answers. Previous question I have posted there, that application is comparison of the cells. But now you look here, this is the one more application of the potentiometer. So in this what we are doing, we can find out the internal resistance of the given cell. Look, same, this is the primary circuit, this is the secondary circuit. See, we are taking one resistance box across the one cell. We should find out the internal resistance of this one. This is the epsilon. Now this is the jockey. Jockey is connecting to the galvanometer. We are using one galvanometer. Look here. Now how to do this experiment? First we can close the K1, but we should open the K2. Then move the jockey from A to B. After few adjustments, at one position we are getting the null deflection. At that time we can write it from the principle of potentiometer. Epsilon is directly proportional to L1. Now second case, we can close this key K2 also, and you should involve this one. The potential across this resistance box is V is directly proportional to, move this jockey from A to B, where it is showing the null deflection, that position we are taking L2. See, first one is L1, second case is the L2. Now we will do that equation 1 by 2. 1 by 2. So epsilon by V is equals to L1 by L2. Here current is coming towards this one, means epsilon value we are writing I into R plus R. From the Ohm's law, this is how much? V equals to IR is equals to L1 by L2. This I cancelled, but our aim is we can find out the internal resistance of the cell. So small r we should find out. Look, we can take it R plus R into L2 is equals to R into L1. Now simplify this one. R L2 plus small r L2 is equals to R L1. But we want R, means we send R is that side, we are getting L1 minus L2 by L2. Like this we can find out the internal resistance of the given cell. So this is also one of the application of potentiometer. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe my channel.